Hello, please watch this video only after you have read the first 4 pages of your lecture notes. So the focus of our lecture today will be on A climates. So if you already read the lecture notes, you should realize that A climates are the humid tropical climates. Okay, and they are characterized by high temperature, which once again is a key characteristic of the entire tropics, as well as high rainfall. So there are three types of A climates. There's the AF, the AM, and the AW. Today we'll look at AF and AW because AM is more challenging, so we'll do it next week in school. For each climatic type, you need to know the location, the temperature, the precipitation, and the dominant controls. Dominant controls just means the main factors influencing climate in that particular climatic type. So let's start with AF. So for the AF climate, it is also known as the tropical rainforest climate. Let's start with the location. So it's located close to the equator, lying between 5 to 10 degrees north and south of the equator. So you can see from this map over here, right, the red line is the equator, and the AF climates are very, very close to the equator, within 5 to 10 degrees north and south. You also realize the name tropical rainforest. So here is where we have the rainforest. So as we have learned in the deforestation lectures, there are three main areas where rainforests are found, which is the Amazon basin, the Congo basin, and Southeast Asia. So these areas are also where the AF or tropical forest climate is found. Okay, so for AF climate, as we mentioned, they are close to the equator. So example over here, given your lecture notes, is Brazil. So this is where the Amazon forest is found and is very, very close to the equator. Okay, and then the word rainforest. So you, in your mind, you may imagine a picture something like this, right? So an area with lush greenery, very dense vegetation in the rainforest. So this should suggest to you that, of course, in the rainforest climates, there would be high temperature and high rainfall, so that plants can grow freely, and therefore there's a dense population of rainforests. Okay, so temperature wise, the general temperature pattern is high, right, and is uniformly high throughout the year, with an average sea level monthly temperature of about 27 degrees. So all these figures you need to remember, because eventually when you write essays about AF and all the other types of climate, you need the specific temperature data to help you illustrate your essay. Okay, so in terms of AF climate, the general pattern is that temperatures are uniformly high, average temperature around 27 degrees Celsius, and this is a seasonless climate. So if you look at this climograph, which means climate graph, right, in your lecture notes, you can see that for the temperature line, it is rather straight, right? There isn't much variation throughout the year, and temperatures are high generally throughout the year. So it's about 27, in this case, 27 degrees Celsius. And because the temperatures are uniformly high, in terms of the range of the temperature, the range is very low, so between 1 to 3 degrees Celsius. In this example, the annual temperature range is only 2 degrees Celsius. Right, and then the next one is the diurnal temperature range. This one obviously you can't see in the climate graph, because the climate graph shows you only monthly data. Okay, but you also need to know that in the tropical rainforest climate or AF climate, the diurnal temperature range is about 6 to 10. So it's larger than the annual temperature range. Okay, but it's not super huge yet as compared to, let's say, the desert climates, which we will learn later. Okay, so once again, you need to remember all these figures. Right, then now we go on to the main reasons. The main reason for such climatic feature for AF. So we know that for AF, temperatures are high and uniform throughout the year. So the main reason has to be latitude. Right, and latitude wise, we know that AF climates are very close to the equator. They are located near to the equator, within 5 to 10 degrees north and south. So if they are very close to the equator, in terms of latitude, it will be a low latitude area. And the low altitude area, we know angle incidence is high, so insolation is concentrated. leading to higher temperature. Another reason is that when it's close to the equator, insolation passes through a thinner layer of atmosphere before it reaches the surface, so less heat is lost before it reaches the Earth's surface, once again leading to higher temperature. Okay, so latitude is the main reason why AF climate located at low latitude areas experience high temperatures. Other factors like altitude, land and sea contrast, all these will also influence the temperature of AF locally. But currently, we are looking at the general pattern of temperature in AF climates. So the main reason why there are high temperatures in general across AF climates is because of the low latitude location. Okay. However, even though the temperatures are high, it is also uniformly high, right? Even though it's uniformly high, the temperature is not the hottest in the world. So, for instance, in Singapore, our highest temperature is in the 30s, right? 30s, 35 degrees Celsius, right? But when you go to a desert climate, it can hit 50 degrees Celsius. So, it's not the hottest in AF. The reason is because of the presence of cloud cover in AF climates. And this has to do with the location and the presence of the ITCZ. We'll learn more about this when we look at rainfall. Okay, so the first reason is because of the presence of cloud cover. Another reason is because since AF climates are located near to the equator, it experiences almost equal length of day and night throughout the year. So it keeps temperature moderate, right? Because they don't have such long hours in summer, leading to very, very high temperatures in summer. And it does not also have such short days in winter, leading to very low temperatures in winter. And that's why in AF climates, we would say that temperatures are uniformly high throughout the year. Okay, and therefore, the annual and diurnal temperature range are quite minimal, especially in comparison to the other climatic types, which we will learn later. Okay, so I just want to bring your attention to this. This is the length of the day, if you recall from lecture 1, right? And you see that if you are close or if you're at the equator, the length of the day would be 12 hours throughout the year. If you're at 10 degrees north and south, right, in summer, the day is slightly longer by 35 minutes. And in winter, the day is slightly shorter by 35 minutes, but it's not much of a difference. And that's why throughout the year, temperatures are still high at these low latitude locations where AF climates are found. Okay, because throughout the year, even in winter, the days are still relatively long and there's almost equal length of day and night throughout the year, so temperatures are uniform throughout the year. Okay, and hence a small annual temperature range. So this is for temperature wise.